So we are back once again. Yes, it's the festive season. We are at the end of the year. And we thank God for everything from day 1 of January to today, 17th day of December 2025. So the year is coming to an end gradually. But as the year is coming to an end, remember we are rooting for your business. We are your business support partner. We are Tourism Consulting. And I'm Oluwatosin Maje. I'm a chartered accountant and the managing partner of Tourism Consulting. So most of this video that we are bringing to you is to ensure that you are well enlightened, you are well informed, you are well educated, because ignorance is very costly, and ignorance is not an excuse, especially when you are doing your business and you don't have some certain knowledge and information that you are meant to have to conduct your business compliant way. It will, cost you a lot. So we don't want that to happen, to you or your business. That's why we are making a concerted effort in ensuring that you are well informed and your business is strategically positioned for success. So in the course of our doing our professional consulting business, so many clients have been reaching out to us, and part of the conversation that we have is what STEAM, all these are videos that we are bringing to you, which is very important for you to have a good knowledge of all this information, and of course to put it to use in your business, because it will really, really help you. We have brought you a video on share capital for designated companies on our YouTube channel. So please make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, watch, comment, like, and of course, we appreciate you referring us to businesses that also need our professional services. So ignorance is not an excuse, and you are to be well informed, and we are the one bridging the gap for you. So we can serve as your tax consultant, as your external auditor, as your outsource accountant, outsource CFO, your business consultant, and every business compliances that you need to stay compliant to conduct your business legally. So in today's video, we are bringing you still on share capital. Is a build up to the last video we brought to you about knowing the right share capital, knowing what is even the share capital when companies are being registered. Of course, this is meant for limited liability company registration, are the ones that are meant to have share capital in their business registration. So what is this share capital that we are talking about? And for your business, how do you know the right share capital that you are meant to have when you are doing your business registration? We are accredited CAC agents, and we have been in this business for over a decade. And that is why we are ensuring that coming business owners, entrepreneurs, professionals have a good knowledge of what this share capital means and what it means for their business as well, and in choosing the right share capital. So you come along with me in this video as we share this very important information on knowing what share capital is and choosing the right share capital for your business. So make sure you like and subscribe to our YouTube channel and reach out to us on all our professional services. As you can see in the presentation, understanding share capital in companies registration and what it means in choosing the right share capital. So you need to have a good knowledge of it. And this serves for individual business that want to register for company registration, for founders, for SMEs, for professionals alike. This video is meant for them. And of course, it also serves as an education, information for everyone alike. So we continue. What is share capital? What is share capital? When you say share capital, here you might have been saying share capital, but you don't know what it is. You might have even registered your business, your company, and you say share capital, but you don't understand what it is. So share capital is the authorized value of shares a company is allowed to issue to its shareholders at incorporation. Look at the word is bold, authorized value of shares. Remember, this is meant for company, and for company, remember, we have private company and we have public company. We have brought you a video on that, on pre-incorporation, post-incorporation, and all those categories of business that are being registered with CAC. So share capital is the authorized value. It is the authorized value of shares a company is allowed to issue to its shareholders. So you can only issue this to your shareholders. So it is meant for shareholders only for shareholders. And for private company, of course, private company shares are not traded on the floor of the stock exchange. Only the public company shares are traded on the floor of the stock exchange. But still then, private company that are registered with share capital definitely must have shareholders. So it is these shareholders that will now be allotted, this share capital will be allotted to, right? If you have a 1 million share capital, then you have 2 shareholders based on the company's, policy or what have been agreed with the shareholders. You will now allot the shares to the 2 shareholders, whether 60-40 or 50-50, depending on what has been agreed. So in simple terms, it shows how big the company intends to be. That is what share capital means. How big the company intends to be. Either you have been or you intend to be. How ownership is shared and how credible the company looks to regulators, banks, and investors. So you can see those bold words, how big the company intends to be, how ownership is shared, and how credible the company looks to number 1, regulators, to the banks, and to investors. So you can see how important this share capital is, and you need to understand it in company's registration so that when you reach out to us, definitely we enlighten you. And that is part of what we are also doing, that those that are not reaching out to us directly, but they can watch our YouTube video, they can be able to get this information. And you can also reach out to us as well. Important. Share capital is not money you must pay into a bank immediately. It's not that you are paying money into a bank, but it is a legal and structural figure and not cash deposit. That is what it means. It is legal and structural figure. It is very important in your business, in your company's registration. And remember, CAC is the foundation of your business, and you must get it right. Move ahead. Why share capital matters in CAC registration? Share capital affects, number 1, company credibility. How credible is your business? Number 2, CAC filing fees. Of course, you cannot just choose anyhow share capital because there are fees attached to it before you can have it in your company's registration. Then there's stamp duties. It must be paid on the share capital. Then we have foreign ownership eligibility. Before you can have a foreign director, foreign owner in that business, there is an allotted share capital that you must have in that business to have a successful registration. Then number 5, we have ability to bid for contracts. If you want to bid for contract, there are certain share capital you must have. So for the foreign ownership eligibility, ability to bid for contract, you'll be seeing the share capital that you must have, minimum that you must have. Then number 6, future fundraising and investor perspective. What image does the investor will have? What image will they have on your business? The perspective, their mindset on your business and future fundraising. So this share capital is very important for it. So choosing wrongly can mean this. If you choose a wrong share capital, definitely if you reach out to us, you will get it right, because we are accredited CAC agents and we are professional. We have been in this business for over a decade. We will advise you professionally, give you professional advice and give you recommendation. Of course, we process your company business registration for you successfully. So choosing it wrongly will mean this. 1, paying unnecessary CAC costs. Being disqualified from contracts. You can be disqualified from contract. You see people that are bidding for the same contract and they are having a sizable number, eligible number of share capitals. Be given the contract, you that choose a wrong share capital, you'll be disqualified, and nobody wants to put himself in this position. Then having to do a costly share capital increase later. We've seen a company that they have a share capital before, but because of the industry they are operating, they have to increase their share capital, and that's another cost, additional cost to increase share capital. It's an additional cost. And number 3 here, minimum share capital in Nigeria. Key rules that you need to know. For private company limited, the minimum share capital is 100,000. Of course, we don't. Here is 100,000, or no, who will be doing 100,000 share capital? The least that we do is 1 million share capital. In fact, when business owner reach out to us that they want to register, we tell them that it is with share capital of 1 million. This is the fee. But if you now want to do more than that, then we will now give you the appropriate fee for it. And our fee rate is very competitive, very, very competitive. You can reach out to us and refer businesses to us. And please make sure you like and subscribe, comment on our YouTube channel as well. Then for public company PLC, which is called PLC, the minimum share capital is 2 million share capital. But of course, you won't see a public company having 2 million share capital. They have as much as 500 million, 1 billion share capital, because their shares are traded on the floor of the stock exchange. So with 2 million shares, how many people want to subscribe to that? So they need a large share capital, but this is just minimum. And next one is companies with foreign participation. This is very important because we have a client that have reached out to us that wants to do a company registration with foreign director, and then the minimum share capital is 100 million. 100 million minimum, but it can be more than this. But this is the least that you can go, the least that can go without registration. The mandatory for any foreign shareholder or director, this is mandatory. It is compulsory. It is what you must comply with. If you don't comply with, then the registration will not be done, will not be approved. So you must take note of this 100 million share capital for foreign participation or director or shareholders. We have regulated sectors. For example, we have business type and the minimum share capital that you should have. For oil and gas sector, you need between 100 million to 1 billion plus share capital. For construction, you need between 5 million to 100 million share capital. For real estate, you need between 100 million, that's 10 million to 100 million share capital. Then for logistic company, you need between 5 million to 50 million share capital. So you must take note of this. It is very important that you get it right. That's why we are accredited CAC agents to take the burden away from you and help you to do your business registration professionally. And we appreciate some clients that used to reach out to us and appreciate, our professional expertise. We had a discussion with a client and we're discussing. We want to, file his annual returns. And he was telling me some challenges that they have had before. And of course, definitely we sympathize with them and we will assure them that what we are doing for them is the best. We are giving the best professionals. And he said, yes, he appreciates it. He's a builder, he's a professional builder, an engineer. And he said, yes, he understands the importance of professionalism, professional, delivery of services, of business. That I appreciate it. And we appreciate him for appreciating us as well. So when people say that, is this thing, is it not this amount, is it not this? We just tell you that we are giving you standard. We are offering you the best of service, and our prices are very competitive. Because if you check it out there, of course, we are not on a logger with anybody, but we tell you that we are offering you the best of professional service at a competitive fee rates. Our fees are very competitive. And most of all that we do are standard, professional. Professionalism is what drives our work with ethics, transparency, and integrity. That is what, because we are a global business solution. Then finance/fintech, they need between 100 million to 2 billion share capital. So you can check for sectors share capital. We have a video on our YouTube channel, which we call share capital for designated companies. You can watch it, comment, and refer us to businesses. Then number 4, what share capital represents? What does share capital represent in a practical way? Number 1, ownership. Under ownership, if your share capital is 1 million divided into 1 million shares, it then means that based on what you have agreed with the shareholders or the directors that are shareholders, you may have it in 60 to 40% allotment, 60% shares and 40% shares, which will make up to 100%. So this makes ownership clear and legally enforceable. So everybody knows his level or where he is, or his ownership, level of that business. Then number 2, company size and perspective. Higher share capital often signifies 1, seriousness. You serious in your business? The capacity. What's the capacity level of your business? A long-term vision. Definitely as a business, you must have a long-term vision. As you're having your short-term, medium-term, you must have your long-term vision. And this is what will stem your share capital level or magnitude. This means when dealing with banks, with government agencies, partners, and corporate clients. So this is the importance of the share capital. Then number 3, investor and funding readiness. You need investors in your business. You need funding. You need to raise funds in your business. Investors look at number 1, existing share capital, unused shares capital that are available, unused share capital that are available. So you must take notes of this. Then ease of equity dilution. There's what we call equity dilution. How flexible it is will be known by your share capital. Too small or share capital, or too small a share capital can scare investors away. Don't want that to happen to your business. Don't want to scare investors away. You don't want to send them packing. Then require urgent restructuring later. You might need to restructure later because you are choosing a wrong share capital. Then number 5, how can CAC fees relate to share capital? CAC fees increase as share capital increases, definitely. It's not the same fee for 1 million share capital that would be for 2 million share capital, for 3 million share capital, for 100 million share capital. There are different fees for it because the more your share capital, the more the fees. So 1 million share capital, which we do for normal level company registration, except you now tell us that you want this also share capital. So it is a lower CAC fees, a considerable fees, a sizable fees. 100 million share capital, for example, a foreign directors or shareholders, there's significantly higher CAC and stamp duty costs. There are costs attached to it, and it is higher, significantly higher. So when you see share capital in your company registration, it's not just paper. It is not just paper. It is strategy that you are seeing. It is billions that you are seeing, depending on the level of that share capital. The rule of thumb that you need to know: choosing the lowest share capital that meets your business needs and regulatory requirements. Yes, you can still choose the share capital that is within your business needs. And if you are in a sector, a regulatory sector, you must meet the requirements of that share capital. Next one, number 6, is how to choose the right share capital. This is a smart guide. You need to ask yourself this question: do I have foreign involvement? If yes, then that's a minimum of 100 million share capital. Minimum. The least, you can't go below it. Then if you don't have foreign involvement, foreign shareholders or directors, you have flexibility. So you choose within the scope of that your business, share capital, except you are now in a regulatory business sector. Then will I bid for government or large corporate contracts? You need to ask yourself that question. If yes, then you need like 10 million to 50 million share capital. We recommend that because government is giving you a contract of 1 billion. Corporate contract, you are getting billions. And they want to see the share capital. The share capital must correlate. It must meet up. It must meet up. That is what share capital means. It carries the weight of what you are doing. That is it. It's a strategy. Then you ask another question: is my business regulated? Are you in a regulated business sector? If yes, you must meet the sector's minimum. We have a video on our YouTube channel. You must meet it. Then another question: am I planning to raise investment soon? If yes, choose a scalable capital structure, a share capital. You must choose a scalable one. I will recommend for you. Then number 7, recommended share capital by business stage. On the level of your business, level 1, level 2, level 3, on whatever business you are doing, we recommend this for you. Business stage, suggested or recommended share capital. For startup or SMEs, 1 million to 5 million is recommended, still good. For growing business, 10 million to 20 million share capital is recommended. Contract focused, 20 million to 50 million share capital is recommended. Foreign owned, of course, minimum of 100 million share capital is recommended, and you must meet it. You must meet it. We have people that have reached out to us on foreign owner of CAC registration, and we advise them accordingly. Then investments ready, 50 million to 200 million share capital is recommended. Then number 8 here, can share capital be increased later? Definitely, but it comes with costs. CAC filing required, additional stamp duties payable, and board and shareholder resolution will be needed. That's why it is better to plan ahead, not under register, because you want to save costs. You are now depriving yourself of the millions and billions that you will be earning in your business because you fail to put in the right share capital. So you can reach out to us to help you formalize your business with the right share capital. Then number 9 here, common mistakes to avoid in share capital. Choosing 100K just to save money, because we now said 100,000 share capital is the minimum for a private company. You are now choosing 100,000 share capital. No, 1 million share capital is still fine, just like we have recommended in the business stage level. Then over registering 500 million share capital without business needs. No, it's not needed. You just be incurring too much cost on your business. Ignoring foreign participation rules. For foreign participants, foreign shareholders and directors, 100 million share capital is the minimum. They're not aligning share capital with growth plans. You need to have growth plans and align with the right share capital. Then number 10 takeaway here is share capital is a strategic decision, not a random number. It is not just on paper. It is a strategic decision. And you've seen all what we have dished out to you, that indeed share capital is a game changer for your business. The best share capital is you meet the legal requirement. That is when you are choosing the right share capital. You meet the legal requirements, it supports business growth, it avoids future restructuring costs, and it matches how big you want to operate. So this is what we are bringing to you at this time, and it is very important you get it right in your business. So you can reach out to us. We are Zone Consulting, the professional consulting firm, audit accounting firm. We are into CAC, taxes, auditing, accounting, business development, and serve as your business support partner to make sure that your business is strategically positioned, you are getting it right, and complying to the regulatory authorities. So make sure you like, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and refer us to businesses. We are rooting for you, and we are trusting that with all these YouTube videos, as you are watching them, you are implementing all the strategies, business compliances that we are bringing to you. So until we meet again in another video, make sure stay compliant and keep implementing all these strategies that we are dishing out to you on our YouTube channel. So I'm Oluwatosin Maja. I'm a chartered accountant and the managing partner of Horizon Consulting. We are rooting for your business. So stay compliant. Bye for now.